good things throughout the game. Credit to Charlotte. They came in, played a great physical style of basketball, really challenged us on both ends of the floor. We got out to a lead, then they took the lead back, and we were kind of playing catch up. But I loved how we started in the third quarter. With our offensive pace and really trying to push it and creating great looks for us. But, defensively, giving up 28, 30, 32, and 30 is just, not our standard. So fourth quarter definitely got away from us. I think they, hit 4 or 5 threes to start off the possession, fouled a three-point shooter, some breakdowns, mental lapses. So great opportunity for us to come back. This was a great learning experience for us and for our guys to come back tomorrow, watch them film, and try to get better. And, everyone's heads being up and trying to just learn from this and grow.
How much did you learn about Brandon Clarke tonight with that performance?
A lot. I mean, he continues to do a lot of the same stuff he's been, doing all summer and early in the season. Just, obviously he's a super athletic player, but beyond that, he's an unbelievable team player. Team defense, going in there, throwing his body in, trying to get rebounds, running the floor. He just plays a great team style. Facilitates the offense with the ball in his hands, puts a lot of pressure on the defense with rolling. So I'm extremely impressed with where Brandon's at. And, over time, the more that he grows and learns his comfortability at the three-point line and, nuances of the defense, I think he's going to be a special player.
Kind of seems like all the shooting guards are playing better off the bench, but were you able to get any more clarity tonight as far as what you want to do with that come opening night?
Still learning. I mean, I thought, Dylan had a great game, really played within himself, obviously made some shots, made the right plays. Grayson, not one of his nights like the first two, but, he's been pretty consistent. I loved how he competed defensively. So luckily we have 2 more games ahead so I can gather more information and, to see even Marco out there and Jay out there and, Kyle even maybe playing the 3 at different points, I'll have some decisions to make.
Coach, of course, team's first time up against other NBA competition. How much of the unforced errors was just they're playing a different level of competition now than they were before?
I think a little bit of both. As I said, credit to Charlotte. I thought, with their blitzing defense and, the pressure that they put us on the ball or put onto us on the ball made it hard for our handlers. I thought it was a combination of their defense. And then for us, as I said, there were moments where we were getting the ball out and getting great looks at the rim and spraying out for threes that we just weren't making. But then I also thought there was times we were maybe a little careless with the ball and lazy and not playing within our offense. So as I said, it's going to be great to go back and watch the film and see the pockets where we did really good things and how when we do face a defense that, applies that pressure and, shows us those coverages, how we got to attack it.
Taylor, what was your evaluation of Jaren's performance tonight? He fouls out, which is an issue, of course, that he had last year and a couple of maybe defensive lapses here and there.
Yeah. No, I think, Jaren's going to, own this big time. I know he was feeling it after the game. A lot of individual film with him tomorrow, so it's going to be great. Another learning opportunity for him. He knows he's got to work on the fouling. We've been showing him, though sometimes he's cut in a tough spot trying to cover for a teammate, but how he can be a little bit more disciplined, but how the onus can be on him in other situations to, avoid some of those foul situations. Opportunity for him to grow. So I'm excited to, watch the film with him, watch it for a team, and, try to get better.
How much of what happens from that is the result of him playing at the 5 and without a true big next to him?
I wouldn't say it's anything like that. I think whether he's the 4 or the 5, some of the, fouls that he got or maybe a blown mistake, it's the same accountability whether you're the 4 or 5 in my mind.
Had some incredible drives and finishes. He also had some times where he seemed to drive into traffic and kind of get caught in the air. You've said you want him to be aggressive, but what's your conversation with him about, kind of where that line is?
Don't stop. And when you get into those tight situations, find the moments to score and find the moments to kick out. So we need him to get to the paint. We need him to collapse the defense. We need him to score in those situations. He has shown at other times where he's been able to draw defenders, get in the paint, kick out for threes. So it's just, I think, an ongoing learning process with him where I don't want him to stop and take his foot off the gas pedal.
Is forcing it, as a rookie in the NBA, is that just part of what you got?
Yeah, I think so. For me, I'd rather scale a guy back a little bit. So, with a mentality of I need him to attack, especially through the 45 aggressively. He's so gifted at finding seams and getting inside the defense. I don't want to take that away from him. So, it's the first layer of when to attack, before the three-point line. Then ultimately when he gets inside the three-point line, is it a score or a kick? So it's an ongoing, just trying to find that right balance. But I'd rather him be thinking about, I got to go through a brick wall. And then over time, as he discovers that brick wall's there, what he's got to do, trust the pass, ball comes back, everything he's capable of doing. It's just going to take some time.
Last week, of course, Solomon Hill and Bruno, were pretty high in the rotation. Tonight, you went with Plumlee and Rapp. Was that just you just wanting to, get extended time with them to figure out where they fit? And then what did you also see from Ivan Rapp tonight?
Yeah, I definitely, this ongoing process, in preseason, I wanted to see different guys. Obviously, getting Kyle back into the rotation a little bit more, and, seeing Ivan, seeing Miles, and, I talked to Solo and Bruno and told them that they probably weren't playing tonight and be ready to go for the next game. But you never know in these games. I could have thrown them in. So super professional there. I thought Ivan brought a lot of juice. Competed defensively, getting rebounds, like all of our bigs, still trying to figure out our center field defense. Offensively, rolling, paint finishes, kicking out. I thought overall he had a really good game. I just really liked his motor, how hard he played. And, these were, extended minutes for him, and I was really pleased. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, everyone.